pour me a cup of that Joe. Welcome to the Teacher's Lounge, baby. Let's start the show.
Freaking Uber.
Jeez.
What? Too good to their employees?
Well, yeah, the company's they got to start dogging these employees because my ride over here,
Too cushy? He didn't have it hard enough?
this guy, you could tell he had it a little too easy.
Yeah.
What made you say that? I mean, was he like
Just
whistling? What was-
exactly, whistling, giving me the high five on the way in. I was just like, hey, maybe you should not get health insurance.
Right.
But you should be giving someone else health insurance to have to drive Uber because this is too much. And you know my opinion on scabs, and
You will scab.
I will scab.
You love to scab.
Yeah.
They let them drive their own cars, and they're too nice. I don't want my driver sitting in a nice leather chair like that.
No.
I know that I'm in a leather chair as well, but I should feel fancier.
Yeah.
So you think that they should gussy up the back seat, but they should let the
Well,
front
that's what's
seat
nice about a
deteriorate?
cab. You can tell in a cab, it's nasty up front, in front of the plastic. But in the back, it's one smooth piece of leather.
I wouldn't say I've ever been to in a cab that I would classify the back seat as nice.
As compared to the front.
I guess that's true. I've never been in the front of a cab.
Well,
They don't
no,
let
it's
me.
that big, long seat with no stitching in it.
Uh-huh.
Somehow totally flat.
Up front, you're talking about?
No, out back.
Oh, out back.
You got cop car vibes.
You feel trapped, which is nice.
There's no indentation in the seating at all. So if we're taking a left turn, you're shooting over to the right side. You're going far
Because
over to the
you
right.
will slide.
It's like
and
a
it's
slip and
slick
slide
too. Yeah,
back
it's a little slick.
And it mimics what it's like at home for me, which is I get to watch 30-second clips of the cooking segment from the Today Show.
Yes. And, in an Uber, it's just too fancy in there. It's too fancy. The driver's too comfortable.
Yeah.
They feel entitled. I can't stand the entitlement of these Uber
I'm
drivers.
also tired of the cars being like 2010 and above.
Mm-hmm.
Can I get in like a 74 Volvo?
I need something with 400,000 miles
Yes.
or more.
I want to smell like diesel when I get out.
Yeah,
of the
like
car.
I like there's Uber, Uber X, Uber XL. How about Uber last leg? Uber
and it's free.
on its
way
way out.
It's free.
Now that I
It's-
can afford.
You pay, but it is dangerous. It is very dangerous.
Yeah, you pay in the years of your life you give up just by breathing the air of the inside of the car, the fear of it. And obviously, if it's that type of car, we are blasting Judas Priest.
Yeah.
Whole ride full
Maybe we
volume.
got Dax Shepard up front driving pedal to the metal.
I
Gearhead
hope so.
pedal to
Yeah.
the metal.
Now that's an
Shepherd-
Uber driver I would tip.
Yes.
Pedal to the metal, but he's also talking to you about your deepest, darkest secrets.
Yes.
He's recording his podcast.
Yeah, he's doing Armchair Expert, but
Yeah.
he's speeding you down the highway,
He's-
and we're both crying.
Driver's
You're in a
seat
5-point harness. You're in one of those chunky seatbelts
Yeah.
that takes 40 seconds to put on.
You got your
Kristen
head,
Bell
your-
singing Frozen on the passenger seat. Now, this is good.
Yeah, I do like that because my biggest frustration in an Uber is when they ask me what music I want to listen to. Though I want them to kind of put on a show for me. I
Yes.
want to get in there and
Yes.
I want
Perform
to
for us.
perform for me. Play.
Yeah.
Put
Your
you
hits.
Tell
Oh,
me,
that's what I'll say. Give me
Play
your
me the
hits.
hits.
Yeah.
Give me your hits.
Originals only.
Give me your
Originals
hits
only.
and give me little white lifesavers. Give me your hits and give me the white
Individually
lifesavers.
wrapped white life.
Give me the hits and little white lifesavers. I want to get lost in your Uber.
Now, that's a
Okay,
good
that's
not
song.
bad.
Who
Okay.
sings that original?
Uncle Cracker.
Uncle. I love that original Uncle Cracker.
Well, hey, I'm glad you made it to school today, Todd.
Not
Yes.
me.
I'm glad. Oh, you're not.
No,
You're pissed off
I
you're
would be
here.
honest. I didn't do the assignment for my theater class today. So they.
You
You're the
didn't do the
teacher.
assignment?
Well, my assignment is to show up with something for the class to do every day. And I just didn't do it last night, and
Right.
I'm worried.
I
they're
thought
gonna
you've
catch
been
me.
winging it all the time. It seems
No.
like you're pretty improvisational in your teaching style.
No, I like it to look that way, but it's a lesson plan. Yeah, there's always a lesson plan in there. So when you hear me Ermin and Armin in there, that's planned. That's all planned.
Ermin and Armin?
Yeah. It's like Hemin and Han, but it's the Padre copyrighted one.
Okay.
'Cause
Oh,
I
yeah,
gotta-
you got a whole book of these phrases
Yeah,
of Toddisms.
Yeah, Ermins and Armins. It's called our Ermin and Armchair Expert. And it's all stuff you can do if
Kick
you
it.
get.
Beat you to it. Beat your ass to it.
Damn it. All right, well, everybody.
Cut you off.
Welcome to another episode of The Teacher's Lounge, the first, best, and only podcast pertaining to issues relevant to the Hamilton High School community. I, of course, am Howard, get over here, Levis. Your biology teacher.
Is that Scorpion from Mortal Kombat?
Yeah, that's my new nickname. The kids at the table have, again, christened me with a, 14th nickname?
Yeah, you were the Fonz. You were, what was it, Heavy Thighs?
It was Heavy Levy, Heavy Thighs.
Now, how many of these nicknames were given to you, and how many of them were proposed by you to the kids?
Well, this one was given to me by the kids because we were playing Mortal Kombat, and I was playing Scorpion, and the only special move that I remember is the get over here, and it really, really made Marco really pissed. Marco
that's
Polo,
humiliating when you do a get over here and you yank them to you, and then you got no move when you're there.
And it's get over here, high
And then
punch.
they uppercut
Get over
you.
here, high punch.
Yeah.
And then then they get the high kick, low kick, sweep, and they do the little Raiden back forward that'll hit you with your hands. Hit them with hands, they'll shoot a little lightning at you.
And the kids are saying they want to kill you on spikes in real life as well.
Yeah, and they tried.
They did.
You guys know the big hole out by on the soccer pitch.
Oh, yeah.
That they
We all know the big hole.
That's what I pay my taxes to not fill that hole.
yeah.
We're not filling the big hole.
Well, I was out there the other day. I looked in there, and it's now a bed of spikes underneath there, and I
Holy
realized that
moly.
we were out
Literally.
there playing a little soccer in a break, and they kept trying to get me to go over there, and they were going to finish me. is
Yeah,
what
they
said.
didn't have the heart to finish you because I saw you sort of dazed.
Oh, I was
sort of
I
going
cuckoo
around.
bird.
Yeah, I was
around
doing
the
this.
head.
I was spinning. They had punched me a bunch.
And I opened my outdoor classroom door and went, go ahead and finish his ass. And they didn't have the heart to kick you down on the spikes, which shows a little bit of remorse.
Yeah, I appreciate it. So they gave me a nickname instead. So now I'm Howard. Get over here, Levis. And of course, I teach biology.
Well, my name is Sam, Sexy Sam, Silver Sammy Weatherman. Hard to understand at this point what my real name is. And I teach driver's ed and also ASB, which is student government. Just trying to teach the kids what they need to know to flourish as young adults. And that's A, driving licenses, and B, leadership.
Those are two very important things.
Yeah, let's be real. Those are the two things you need. You have a driver's license and the ability to lead, you'll be fine.
Absolutely. I always tell the
totally fine.
kids, if you are not legally allowed to drive, life is going to be tough. Take it from me. I am not legally allowed to drive, and life is tough.
Yeah, you're a huge inconvenience for all your friends.
I need a ride everywhere.
You're
Yeah.
like constantly in that post DUI phase where where your friends have to drive you around.
Yeah. It's bad.
terrible.
Well, and the worst part was I never even earned it. I never even had a drunk DUI.
You never even got the fun night of a DUI. You didn't get the good part.
I didn't get to go out and party and hit someone on the way home and get in
Course.
trouble. I just got to get a ride everywhere.
Wow. Hi, Bill Cravey, basketball coach and social studies teacher, hot off of a big loss in both of those, on the court and in the classroom.
Big social studies loss this year, huh?
Big loss.
What you want to do with the game first or the social studies one?
Well, it's tough to lose in a classroom.
It is.
Yeah.
It's you against the students.
Contentious relationship. I was up at halftime in the class.
It was all, you just lost your head in the second half. All you had to do was not blow the second half.
Yeah,
Just
all I had
finish
to
reading
do-
the overhead.
That's all I had to do.
Yeah.
And I freaked out at the overhead with the dry erase marker. Started scribbling off some stuff. Forgot the 31st president.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And the kids started dunking on you. I mean, they
Yes,
just started
they did.
dunking on you both verbally and physically. They came up, took the overhead projector slide, crumpled it up, dunked it on you.
Yeah, some kid set a pick on me when I was trying to get back to my desk for the lesson plan. Hit it hard, right, chest to
Blindsided.
head.
Yeah.
I went down. Could not get the lesson plan, and when I came back up, I could not get back on my feet, and they had taken over by the end of the class. They were not looking at the book. They were passing notes.
I heard you got a 54 on the test that day.
I did.
Yeah,
They
you
made
flunked
you
your
take
own
the
class.
test.
Yes. Before I know it, there's 24 kids behind the podium, and I'm sitting by myself in one of the desks. And I am humiliated.
And then it turned into a sex ed class.
Yes.
And it went way downhill for you there.
Way down here hill, because as soon as they're like, it's a sex ed class, I screamed out, "What if you can't get it up?" I screamed that out. It was involuntary,
Right.
From my gut. And they were like, "What do you mean, Mr. Cravey?" And I went down a long story about how I'm having ED.
Erectile dysfunction.
Yes. It was a big loss. And also on the court, big
guys-
loss as well.
Yeah.
Against the
Much less interesting if we're
the Gatewood Patriots. Went down hard.
Yeah. And that was.
I
same
screamed
thing.
out about my erectile dysfunction
Same-
during the game too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tough week for you, Cravey.
Tough.
Week.
Yeah,
Tough week.
two big losses.
Two big losses.
But I like that you're taking pride in something that a lot of men deal with, you know, and there's a lot of shame around it.
Yeah.
And it's an issue. A lot of men, it's mental. Some men, it's physical. And some men, it's insanity or both or whatever.
And I think you're right. We need to take back the pride of this.
we have to take back the pride of erectile dysfunction.
Well, yeah,
And the shame's got to start going on our partners a little more for this stuff because we're holding on to so much of the pain.
My
Exactly.
erection is a two-way street.
This shit is your fault. This shit is your fault. Get me up.
No,
Get me up.
Tonight, you go to sleep with your back to me crying. How about that? Okay?
Yeah, have you ever noticed the unbalanced nature of this thing? I'm always crying, facing the wall, and you're always sitting there looking at me.
It's crazy because in my experience, different people have different partners, but for me, it's women. Women are so emotional. I always end up crying with a soft penis at the end of the night. And it's like, you know, it is just, it's men are from Mars, women are soft penis.
Women are soft penis.
Which, by the way, you've been shopping that book around.
I have.
Why
this is all about
men
the-
are soft penis?
This is all about
Women are from Mars, men are soft penis. Why isn't it that?
Okay, you know, I will take.
First time you've heard this? Okay. First time you've heard
I'll
this?
take constructive criticism there. It's just I'm going to have to do a big find and replace on the typewriter.
I mean, I could see how someone would be so turned off by the title of this book, they don't even give you a note on the title. Like they don't even just go like, you know what, I was thinking about the title. They're just like, out. You out. Out.
Yeah, it's tough to read women are soft penis. I think if that's ever published, it will definitely be a worse seller.
Well, I'm hoping the cover draws the eye before the title. The cover art is
Sort of cartoon, right?
Yeah, it's a cartoonish, flaccid woman, and then a man with little Martian ears, and so it's kind of funny.
And you're giving it to both equally.
Absolutely. I'm an equal opportunity, but it's not about insulting anyone. You know, I use a lot of what I've learned from Esther Perel, you know, psychologist, therapist, whatever she might be. And it's a lot about, you know, listening and exploring and accepting people's problems. And where she and I differ is then we start to point the finger in my book a little more.
Yeah, once you have a problem and you know the answer, might as well try to solve it.
Absolutely.
Don't just sit there.
Absolutely. Take some ownership, ladies. Todd Padre, theater teacher, feminist. And right now, of course, working on the performance for the global warming winter formal.
Yeah.
And working on the halftime show. And preparing, obviously, the Hanukkah play for December. We're doing all Jewish-themed plays this year to educate the students.
A lot of people think you've got too many sort of creative things on your plate right now that you can't give enough focus to any of them. I would say I'm one of them.
Yeah, you didn't do your homework last week.
Yeah, well, yeah, no, it's true. I am spread a little thin, but that's okay because I'm trying to lose a few pounds. But actually, I am. I haven't been sleeping very well, and I'm very anxious. But I think I can pull these off. I do think that the Jewish play, the hot winter formal show, the hot halftime show at winter formal, and obviously, I did. You guys know this. I've always been a huge fan of riding around in competitive what are those things called? Hoverboard races. So I'm obviously doing that still.
You've always been into that?
Yeah.
First I've heard of it,
Oh,
Todd.
I'm sorry. What's a
Those-
hoverboard?
Hoverboard, you know those hoverboards? The
hovercraft.
the thing that you stand on and you kind of lean forward and back and it moves for you.
Oh, a Segway.
You Segway, but without the top part that you hold. They're
Yes. Okay. One wheel? The one wheel?
The one wheel, yeah.
The one-
So this is a
One-wheelers.
brand new interest of yours.
No, I've been into this for a long time, is what I'm saying. So I'm obviously still doing that.
You're scraped up bad. Just so the listeners know, you're very
Yeah.
Yeah, I think,
injured
I
right
think
now.
I put my mosquito net up wrong.
Okay, no, these are road rashes.
Yeah.
These are
You also
big
have-
road rashes. Makes you think it's a hoverboard.
You also have one thick sort of rubber stripe down your body, like your own hoverboard skidded over you.
Yes.
No, I think it might be the mosquito net, like I said, or
Todd, first of all, why are you putting a mosquito net up every night if that's really your excuse?
what?
Why are you putting a mosquito net up every night? It's the winter. They're all dead. All the mosquitoes are dead.
Maybe in your house, they are thriving in mine. I don't
a
know.
lot
if
of
it's
standing
global
water.
warming or-
They go to Todd's house for the winter.
Because he keeps it
gets
hot
it-
enough and there's
yes.
enough standing water.
yes,
He lives at the south end of town.
It's really like a retirement community for mosquitoes. They're riding around little golf carts in there. They're fucking each other.
They've also found that I'm whatever the opposite of an apex predator is. I do not have the strength to kill one with my smash.
You're an apex host. Is
So
what
I'm an
they say.
apex host.
You're an apex host. You're the most viable option for a bunch of mosquitoes to live off of.
That's right, and it's it's obviously my area is the malaria area, and so there's a lot of thriving malaria there.
Right.
But no, I've always
So
ridden a
you're
hoverboard
really
and-
scraped up and you're bumpy as hell from mosquitoes.
yeah, that's all the same thing. If you're suggesting that I fell off my hoverboard when I was racing a YouTube celebrity,
I'm
and
suggesting it, but I'm interested now.
then the hoverboard rolled over my body.
We think dead body.
Oh yeah, are you dead? Come clean right now. Are you dead? Because we're on the fence.
No.
Okay. All right. We went.
I'll believe him.
Yeah.
I guess we believe.
Well, Todd, look, I
You
don't.
go as if you got away with something.
Huh?
Wait, is Todd dead? And he's
Todd, you
glad?
said few.
You're not dead.
No, of course not.
Okay.
I
All
believe
right.
him.
Well, Todd, we really do need you to. Todd, you turned away and you pulled I could see you pulling your shirt collar,
Todd.
looking at your reflection in the window.
How are you being so animated that you're getting away with death when you're dead?
I must
You
not-
gotta be alive.
I must not be dead. That's
must not be
crazy that
dead.
I'm sitting here and talking when I would be legally considered dead because I rolled over myself with my own hoverboard while trying to race Logan Paul.
Okay.
Okay, well, Todd, we really do need you at tip-top shape. Because,
Oh, good.
So he got through that line. That's what that
All
sigh
right,
was.
we're gonna just move on from that, Todd. But we do need
Oh,
you.
my pants are on fire. Why are my pants on fire?
Because you're a liar.
Oh my God.
I think that's why.
Put those out.
Christ.
I thought that was fake.
Oh my God, he's hanging. Oh my God, Todd, you're hanging by a telephone wire right now.
Don't step.
What a fluke.
Don't step on that. Don't step on that crack down there. Your mother's on her deathbed. Do
I
not.
just got a phone call.
What is it?
Hello?
Yeah, this is her son. Your mother's dead?
We're back?
Your mother's dead.
No. Yes, I don't. I'm not her next of kin, so I can't pay for that.
I can't pay for that. She said
Oh, my pants!
He can pay for it. He can.
So Todd is dead and lying about it.
So Todd's dead. His pants caught on fire. Then he was hung up from a telephone pole, came down, stepped
Liar.
on a crack, broke his mom's back. The doctor said, "Can you pay for it?" She's uninsured. He said, "No,
I'm
I
not
can't
her
pay
next of kin.
Pants right back on fire. He's lying.
Forget where I am again.
He's hung up. Do not.
Okay.
Okay.
not watch out for that
That's what
crack.
you do.
That's crazy. Todd's not dead. He's
No,
just
he's
lying.
not. Listen, all right. So, we do need you to be in tip-top shape going into this week, Todd, because as everybody knows, we are planning the winter formal.
The
global warming
winter
theme winter
formal.
formal. We say the winter formal because as everybody knows, a sort of secondary, sort of offshoot
Yeah.
winter formal is starting to be planned by people who don't believe global warming is real here in town.
Unreal.
It's It's said to be the
Don't
coldest
believe
winter
global
formal
warming
ever.
is real. I think we know where the money's coming from. Keep going, Howard.
It's said to be the coldest. It's going to be the coldest formal ever. And they're pitching it as if it is sort of an event for anybody who knows the truth. It's sort of become this sort of hotbed for conspiracy theorists.
It's a competing formal.
Yes.
With opposite views.
Yes.
Cold winter formal. So they don't believe in our
Ridiculous.
global warming winter formal, and they're throwing.
They
a
just
cold
think
one.
it's kind of like another big change in the earth. They're saying it's like the Ice Age.
Well, these people are hacks. I mean, they're hacks and they're losers. It's winter formal, and you know what the theme should be? Snowflakes. Really original.
Really,
Really
you know what?
original.
It's a hacky idea, and I hate that they are making this thing about them instead of about the kids
Right.
and the future.
And of course, I will say this. A lot of people are saying they're not opposing the global warming. They think they're just doing a normal winter formal where the theme is snowflakes.
They're hacks.
But it is very obvious to us that this is a counter-programmed event with our formal to try to draw people away from ours and to indoctrinate them with this bullshit theory that global warming is just sort of the natural sort of state and cycle of the planet.
Yeah, they're saying it's ebbs and flows.
Yeah.
Or as Todd calls them,
Krebs and woes.
ebbs and woes.
Yeah, that's in my quotes from my books.
And
Copyrighted.
I actually got a hold of the flyer for this winter formal.
Normal formal.
The normal formal, which is what they're calling it, which is just a slap in our face.
Which is another hack ripoff
yeah.
because we're normal.
And I just want to list a few of the things that are going to be at this formal, and I want you guys to just give me your unfiltered reaction to these things because honestly, this makes me sick.
And we also want everyone at home to scream.
Yes.
Please.
Scream bloody murder. Because this is just unbelievable. So first thing on this list, photo booth. They're going to have a photo booth at this formal.
Okay. I mean, that's a clear ripoff of us with guy with shattering light bulb taking photos on the hot carpet. So, yeah.
Ripoff.
We've got to step and repeat hot carpet. Guy taking photos like the 1920s is going to have to change his bulb every time.
Yeah.
Big explosion for every photo.
Yeah, that doesn't take any electricity. We don't draw any power.
That's
and
green.
they don't have any. They're not showcasing any polar bears that are getting skinnier and skinnier.
No,
like
in fact, they have actually a sort of mock-up of their design. It looks like it's going to have a few different little glaciers. It's got some sort of falling snow in the sky. There's an ice sculpture that they're going to have.
Yeah, get real.
Hacks. Hacks.
You can't make an ice sculpture in 2020, okay? It's too hot outside.
And that's-
once you make an ice sculpture, it's gone. It's melted. You're lying to the kids and you're setting them up for failure.
That's right. So they've got a nice sculpture. We've got hot water. We've got hot future water.
Yeah,
so
that's what it is.
Sorry, I thought we were gonna have to compete with normal formal. I was a little nervous, but as you're telling me all these things, I'm like, oh, I'm not worried.
Yeah, it doesn't
Photo
sound
booth.
I've heard they've
Ice
already
sculpture.
sold 200 plates.
Fuck.
Yes, that's
They've
true.
sold 200 plates.
That's true. It's actually a thing.
and
It's
styrofoam plates.
yeah. They're
I don't
well.
even care. They're like,
Really?
everything there is disposable.
Unreal.
Plastic straws.
Well, did people not know that they can eat crickets with their hands at ours?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe
Grab a
you put
handful
that
of
big
crickets.
enough
Did
on the
everybody not
poster.
know that?
Because that's a green protein. Crickets have a lot of protein.
Crickets
It's
are the protein
incredible.
of the future.
And they don't provide farts like cows do. And we all know it's the funniest fact of all. Cows provide farts and they ruin the environment. It's the funniest fact.
You're acting like there's a demand for their farts. Provide.
Yes, it's part of the ecosystem.
The cows doth provide. And for a while, it was good.
And it's the funniest fact we know.
Who do they provide farts for?
The world, the global. And it used to be, you wanted a cow to fart. It's funny. That's what cow tipping's all about. You tip them over.
Is that really
Yeah,
what
their
there's not
stomach hits the ground. Some of the air shoots out their asshole.
Yeah, it's a moo and a poo. It's what
I
we would
did
always
not
call
know
it.
it was a moo and a poo. I thought it was just about tipping them over, but it's mostly about the fart at the end.
Yeah, all they provide.
Well, if you're funny.
It's biblical. The cows doth provide, Bill. It is biblical. And again, it's the funniest fact. Everyone that says it, it's because they know it's hilarious. Cows' farts are one of the biggest causes of global warming.
Yeah.
It's hilarious.
Yeah, it is true.
And
Is that
I
true?
think it
Yes.
stinks.
Yeah, they call it methane because they don't want to say cow fart. Cow farts.
Cat facts. It's cat facts.
Cows are fat.
Cow fats.
Cow fats.
Yeah, and a lot of people. We are going to have a lot of cow fats at ours.
Yeah, people got to know.
Yeah, people need to know.
We will have the Impossible Burger too. We'll have Impossible Meat Tacos.
Well, but it's not the Impossible.
No, it's a ripoff.
It's beef.
It's just beef. Well, go kill us. We couldn't find it. We got beef. Okay.
We got the Impossible
Drag
Burger.
us over the fucking coals for it.
We do what? We can't do everything.
Listen, we got the Impossible Burger. It's beef.
And so far, I have not found enough non-plastic straws. So there will be a buffer of plastic straws.
Kill us. Yeah.
Kill us,
for
sue
it.
us.
Drag us.
Why don't you walk up to us at the dance? We'll be standing right in the middle with our grenade. And why don't you come up to us and talk to us?
That's right. Sam's
Oh,
walking
yes.
around the dance with a hot grenade live for security. Let me
Absolutely.
guess.
Pulled pin holding the button still.
Well,
Let
the
me guess.
pin will be behind my ear like a little flower.
What a little hippie. A grenade hippie. I
Absolutely.
like that. And what? Let me guess. Normal, formal won't have a live grenade to remind everyone of the impending doom of the future?
Boring.
No, it actually says it will be a weapons-free zone.
Yeah, right. They don't know
we'll
anything
see.
about security.
Not
then.
when I show up.
So you're going?
Yeah, oh
You're
yeah.
not going to go to ours?
Let's
Fellas,
just say there's an active threat at the normal, formal folks.
let's just
You heard
say
it here first.
Let's just say Todd and I
God,
did some
Todd.
shopping this weekend.
Todd
and I did some shopping, and we have 4 costumes and some other equipment ready to go.
That's
Whoa,
right.
this seems dark.
If you see 4 Thanksgiving turkeys with knives, it's not us.
Yeah, let's just say the turkeys aren't getting carved at this one. Okay, the
they're
turkeys are doing the carving.
Okay,
right.
so
So-
we're gonna dress up like turkeys and stab these kids. If they-
Kids,
Not the
the
kids.
planners of the
the
normal
planners, the
formal.
planners.
Which, according to this flyer, is it's actually
is it D&B events? Is it
Live Nation.
it's DMB event.
Oh my God.
He did it. Guilty as charged. Dave Matthews has got to quit planning events. Just keep playing.
Hey, Dave, here's what we want. I want to go to a stadium and spend 4 hours listening to you noodle on the end of ants marching.
Yeah.
Period. I don't want you planning high school dances.
No.
And Dave, we know what you're doing there. Okay, we know you like. We know you're a pervert, and we know you like high schoolers, Dave. We know it.
But I'm sure DMB Events is shaking in their boots because
DMB,
everyone
well, there's
knows-
there's going to be some huge buff guy with a violin. He always brings that.
Of course.
Some huge guy in a vest with a violin will be there. So good luck settling that guy down. He's going to be, breaking off horse hairs on his violin right near you. Ting, 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 right near your ear.
Yeah, what a weird formal they're having.
Oh, God, it sounds disgusting.
Yeah, it actually
well,
does-
if you'd rather see G Love and the Special Sauce, come our way.
Actually,
Oh, sorry, G-Love isn't going to be
I was
there.
gonna
Well,
say-
I will
say-
say our the biggest event of the night will be milk and cereal and milk. We will have that.
but full disclosure, as was just mentioned, G Love actually had to cancel, but the sauce will be there.
And
This also be
let's
the-
just say we couldn't get the special sauce. We got Thousand Island.
Yes.
Yeah, it's
But
more of an
everybody knows
impossible
G Love
sauce.
and the special sauce is Thousand Island. So it's G Love by himself covered in Thousand Island.
Yeah, so we couldn't get that.
We could not get that.
So we have a bottle of Thousand Island coming.
Oh man, well yeah, so it really does. It fucking pisses us off that they're
does.
doing this, but our event is going to stand on its own, and people are going to come.
Yeah.
We haven't pre-sold tickets because we're not pussies.
We are.
we trust.
Yeah, we're not scared that
Yeah.
no one's coming.
Yeah,
That's
we
right.
know people are going to come because ours is exciting and cool, and
Well,
this
and
one
we
sucks.
like it.
Yes,
We like
we
the
like it, so
idea.
people will definitely be there.
I mean, speaking of fear, if you're one of the 200 people that already bought a ticket to normal formal and you just heard there's likely going to be a turkey stabbing you, go ahead and refund that ticket and come to our formal.
Yes, it's only twice the price, and it's twice as long.
And twice we mean 4 times for both of those, so we apologize.
And
But-
it's nowhere near the beach that you want to go to afterwards.
Oh, yeah. This just in. We are holding hot formal far from the beach to signify the raising seawaters not getting near us yet.
That's right. That's right. We're signifying how far inland we're all going to have to move by moving the formal inland.
I bet you do want to go down to the beach and finger each other. But just so you know, it's not going to be there in 20 years. So where are you going to get fingered now?
By the cactuses. We'll be having the after formal at the Cactus Ranch.
That's right. We're planning the after formal. To a teacher-sponsored after formal.
After formal at the Cactuses.
And listen, we don't want you to drink, but if you're going to do it, we'd rather have you do it with us.
Absolutely.
Yes, and
just
drive home.
Yes, drive
do
home.
it with us and drive home.
Yes. We want to watch all the drinking, and we'll give you your keys right back as soon as you finished your drink.
As long as you beg for your keys, you can have them back. As long as you go, come on, I'm fine.
And the bag has to have a compliment to whoever you're begging from.
You have to compliment us. One compliment, and you get your keys back.
I'll say for me, it's one compliment, 3 bags, and then a quick eat a slice of pizza to soak it up.
Yes.
If I see you finish that slice of pizza, I go, all right, you soaked up the
Yeah.
alcohol. Go ahead and drive home.
Yeah, that thin slice of pizza that's covered in grease. You should be good to go.
Yeah, and just promise us you'll take the back roads. Just promise us. But immediately get on the freeway.
Or take the freeway.
Either one is actually really a good idea.
Whichever
Freeway
one.
is way faster. If you're drunk, you want to do that.
Yeah. Well, there's no cops. The cops can't catch you there.
That's right.
Yeah, well, you heard it here. Come to ours. Don't go to theirs.
You heard it here.
Yeah,
Come
you
to
heard it
ours.
here.
You heard it here.
But anyway,
Unbiased.
we're going to take a quick little break. When we come back, we're going to have a real special guest in the lounge. Stick around. All right, guys. Thank you so much for sticking it out through that break there. I know that's always tough. But,
Yes, thank you.
That long and arduous break.
yeah. But we're really excited. I say it every time when we come back from break that we're really excited, but it's true today because we got a great guest. She's your chorus teacher.
Yeah.
Y'all know her, you love her. Miss Carol Grotski. How you doing, Miss Grotz?
Me. You have to excuse me, my voice is a little bit hoarse.
No, it's okay.
Beautiful.
I've been writing the songs for the musical numbers for the Jewish play, and just some rock numbers in there, and so my voice is a little bit hoarse. You have to excuse
There's some
my
rock and
voice.
roll numbers.
It's it's a roxicle. It's a roxicle.
Well, you
It's a
know,
roxicle.
a lot of people say if it's out of your range, maybe bring somebody else in. Don't strain your voice. You seem your voice is a little strained. Are you taking it on by yourself?
Okay, Bill. Well, who's the choir teacher here? I'll tell you what's out of my range.
Okay, all right.
I'll tell you what's in my range, and I'll tell you what's out of my range. Really, it's just overuse.
Okay.
You know, I've been putting in 24, 26 hours a day working on this roxicle, because originally it was a jazzicle.
Yeah. It was a jazzicle, and just through talking and a little bit, I learned a little bit about Carol's history. She toured with Janis Joplin, and I thought, well, let's bring that rock and roll in.
Ah!
Oh yeah,
Now,
Right, they would let you loose to kind of distract the crowds and have the crowds follow you.
That's right.
Instead of Janice after a show.
Yeah, if the
you would be kind of a
crowds-
decoy.
That's right. If they're a little too hot on a job site, they would have me take my tits out and run around the field. Or
Oh, so
wherever
it wasn't
we
like,
were.
oh, that's Janis Joplin doing that. It was just going
Well, people would
distraction.
buy it and kind of like just run after you, push you down. They would rip the mask off of you and go, "It's not her," but
That's
you would be
right.
pretty jostled up.
Yeah, I was wearing.
Janice jostled.
Yes.
I was fully jossed. That's right. And I'd wear a dog mask. You seen 101 Dalmatians?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so I
Love the
wore
film.
spotted dog mask, and I'd be like, "Hey, it's me! You know the concert you just saw? That's me right over here. I was there, now I'm here." And people would just go nuts.
In a dog mask.
In the dog mask, they fall. I don't know. I think
Fell for it.
I don't know why people like Jaws. They like dogs.
That's true. Now, I'm going to tell you this. It was a shock to us when we found out that Todd was actually willing to collaborate with someone on a
Right.
play because it's unusual for us to see Todd sort of give up any
He
creative control.
famously cannot work with other people.
I haven't had a good collaboration since marriage. It's been tough for me.
And even that one, pretty questionable. Not very good.
Yeah, he's been burned for sure. It took quite a bit of convincing.
Well, in
Yeah.
your vows, you said it's my way or the highway, right?
That's right. I did Durst vows. What
does that mean?
Fred Durst.
Okay.
Well, I did double Durst duty in my vows. So I
You also did
some
some
Fred-
burp.
You burped a lot.
I
You went
did
into
some
the other
Robert.
room.
But I went into the other room.
Admitted to murder.
Yeah, I went mute and dressed as a woman for the first dance. And just like it's both Dursts.
So you found someone
but-
that's almost your exact frequency.
Carol and I work on the same frequency, and it's like a Bob
432.
Fosse
432.
Oh, so an actual frequency.
Yeah, the frequency of the earth.
That's right. We're on Earth frequency here, and she's taught me a lot about some metaphysical bullshit that I didn't used to be into. But now she's really put me in touch with the frequency of the Earth, and we've been kind of having conversations late into the morning.
We're having a good time, aren't we?
We really are.
Todd,
We
yeah.
really are. And she pushes me as much as I push her. So she said, I've been working 24 hours a day. I said, can we go 26?
That
And
doesn't make any sense to me.
and for Todd,
Yeah.
I put in those extra 2 hours in my day.
That's right. That's right. She obviously is putting in, you said 10 hours? What did you say? 2 hours.
Extra 2 hours, but I
Todd.
can put in
Good.
10,
Todd.
Todd.
No,
if
no.
that's what you like.
Todd.
No, I'm glad you said
Todd
2.
wants
Clearly
an
I'm glad you
extra
said
10,
2. I was having a lot of trouble
if you want an
justifying
extra
10.
10, I'll put in the 10. Todd and I we see each other. He sees me, I see him.
Art recognized art is what I would say, right? And Carol did something that I really appreciate is that you were trying to train the students to sing and it wasn't working.
Not at all.
They just weren't on your frequency. So what did you do?
I said, you gotta listen up, everybody. And I corralled them and I brought them in to see Todd.
That's right.
And I
Right.
said, Todd is going to bring a fresh perspective, one that I can't bring, on how to sing.
That's
Right.
right.
And he's going to visualize through me what I'm not visualizing for these kids.
So Todd sort of taught them to sing through an interpretive sort of dance.
I did an interpretive dance because Carol really accessed my delusions of grandeur. She said, I can't do something. Todd will be able to fix it. And I said, that sounds like me. And you brought all this crowd students in. And I did a little bit of a dance, which was how long would you say? I was so in it.
It was like 40,
Seconds.
45 seconds. Yeah. Something like that.
It wasn't that long, and a lot of it was you panting.
I
as
just
you were
got so
tired.
lost in it. It
I
could have
saw
been.
this.
It could have been 45 years. I
Lost
don't
in
even
what? It
know.
wasn't even a minute long. How could you get lost? The moment was almost just one moment.
That's the thing. When you're working on such a deep level, you go somewhere else.
That's right.
It's like have you ever fainted and passed out and lost consciousness?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Me too. Me too. So people say, hey, you were just out for 10 seconds. I'll say it felt like Inception. It felt like 10 years.
Well, I'm excited to hear some of these. What are you calling them? Roxicles?
Roxicles is what we're going
Yeah,
for. It's Jewish.
roxical tunes, roxical tracks. Actually, the lyrics to one of the songs is directly derived from the Durst vow.
Oh, yeah.
You said it at your wedding.
That's right. I thought it would be nice to put some of my vows in the high school
Yeah,
musical.
I don't know. I heard that one song just called Jarecki. It's so niche. When it's like you're dropping Jarecki into vows and now it's a song?
And it's for a Jewish play?
Well, Jarecki, we all know Jarecki's Jewish.
Is he?
I must be. I think Durst might be. His brother looks like John Lovett, so that's Jewish enough to me. And so, it's got some. But Carol said to me, she broke down my lyrics. I wrote the book, and I wrote the lyrics, and you wrote the book. What is
That's
that?
right. Yeah.
And you saw my lyrics, and you said, "There's no heart in these.
That's
There's
right.
no meaning." And
Isn't the book the script?
I don't know which is which.
Who's
So
the
she
choir
wrote
and
the
theater
whole-
Who's the
teachers
choir and
here?
theater teachers here?
I'm
Will?
just. I think the book is the actual script
Yeah.
and the words of.
Go play your basketball. Go play your
Go play your basketball. Carol, fuck yeah.
Okay.
This is a real friendship.
right.
This is honestly, Todd, I've never seen you feel so warm towards a person.
I'm lit up for this relationship.
Let's
But-
do our handshake.
All right.
Very normal
yeah, just
weak
a
handshake.
normal weak handshake.
Normal weak She couldn't have squeezed you. There was like two limp hands just kind of fluttering near each
Why
other.
did you call that our handshake? There was nothing specific to it.
It wasn't like a slap, a high
No.
five, nothing.
I thought it was going to be like, how the NBA guys have a very special handshake. for
or
each
even
other.
just a like sort of slap fist bump explosion, like something
Something.
like that.
Look, if you fist bump me, there will be an explosion, and it'll be all the bones in my hand.
And
Okay.
that's why I know, as your best friend, to not pound you like that.
And I agree. We are best friends.
Wow, that's
This is
impressive.
awesome.
But Carol, you've been at this school for how long now?
Ooh, God. Ooh, that takes me back. Ooh, I'd say maybe 5-6 years.
That's right. Wow, you really went somewhere. Very wistful.
About as long as
answer.
one of the kids. A little bit longer than one of the kids would be here.
That's right. Yeah.
And, before you were a choir teacher, obviously you did Dog Mask Joplin in the 60s. But you have a lot of singing and teaching experience. And I'm honored to be in the presence of someone like you. You toured with a lot of greats. You were a vocal teacher for a lot of the greats. What was that like going from on the road to being at a school?
Well, when you're a teacher and when you're touring, it's two different animals, but everybody is greats. It's like you're teaching the musicians, the famous musicians, they're stars, they're great. But also what's beautiful about these kids is they got the passion of every superstar you see up there on the stage, and they're also great. So what I come to learn is that everybody's great.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, what a message there.
Who are other musicians that you consulted along the way? I know you recently, more recently, you consulted or you helped Fergie sing the national anthem.
That's right. I'm a big national anthem
At that
consultant.
basketball
National
game
anthem
that went
consultant.
viral for it being not that good. Not to insult you, but like...
What?
You should have heard Fergie before Miss Grotski got a hold of her.
Did you
right.
teach Fergie all those
thank you.
unnecessary
Thank you
flourishes?
very much, Howard. Pardon me.
Did you teach Fergie all those unnecessary flourishes?
Unnecessary, I'm not sure about that, but flourishes, yes. If you study music, like I have, you'll come to see that flourishes is what makes music listenable.
Yeah.
If you listen to a song that's like, that's a dial tone.
It did
Music
sound
is
like a dial tone.
Music is all flourishes. That's what makes a song.
Yeah.
A
And
song.
now, and you also, if correct me if I'm wrong, but I did do a little bit of research. But you also did consult with Roseanne when she sang the national anthem at that baseball game.
Yeah, I'm a big national anthem consultant. That's one of my main gigs. Yeah.
And it feels like the national anthem. There's not so many ways to do it. The words kind of say the same, but you keep finding a new one.
Yeah, the reason why the greats come to me for national anthem is because I give a spin to each person. I let them find their own spin on it, and I encourage them to take autonomy.
That's fun. You guys know I like to sing a little bit in my free time. I don't get a chance to do it publicly every now and then, but I also do fancy myself a bit of a national anthem fan.
Yeah, I saw you signed up to audition for the Jewish play Roxicle.
I did because I'm trying to prove to Todd that I'm not anti-Semitic.
Well, the audition didn't help.
Okay.
He went in there with a pretty... well, I mean, I saw you getting into character all week. I
was walking by right before you went into your audition. You said, "Look, I look just like one of them."
Yeah, you tried to cut off my foreskin. There's a preparation for the... You snipping at my dick on the way down the
That's
hallway.
not
I was
true.
like, get out of here, man.
There are
not
other
true.
Jewish people besides Moyle.
That's not true. That's not. Well, I was specifically auditioning for the Moyle part. I didn't want to go in there looking like, something else.
No, I think
I
you
was-
think there are only Moyles.
No, I know that there's other things. There's rabbis. There's bakers.
Bakers.
Rabbis,
I don't know if you should
pastrami
keep
cooks.
doing this
There's
list.
fiddlers.
This is making
Fiddlers.
it worse.
There's fiddlers. There's
Of course. Of course, Fiddler.
When you were fiddling around, you've been fiddling around in my fucking basement.
Well, yeah. I think you went too hard in the Moyle Fiddler, and you played a Jewish Devil Went Down to Georgia. That honestly, I think offended everyone. Everybody that could have been offended.
Well, the devil came up from hell. The devil came up from hell.
The devil came up from hell and said he would sell you his soul to never play that song again.
Okay, I think we're exaggerating.
It was a real reverse Garth Brooks.
Well, I was going to ask for some tips for...
The devil went down to Georgia. He was looking for a soul to steal.
That's how the song goes. I thought that's how the song went. But anyway, never mind. I was going to ask for some tips on singing, but I think...
I think the question still stands. Probably the solution for you... I shouldn't use solution with you. The answer for you is to maybe just do it as yourself and not in a character of someone of a different race, color, or creed. But as far as any normal singer, what would you say, Carol, is a good piece of advice for someone working on their singing chops?
Right. Well, the first thing I tell everyone is to find like a little kind of dippy thing to do at the end of your note.
So flourish again.
Yeah, I know a little flourish. Music's all about flourishes. So what I like to do at the end of my song, at the end of my notes is go, ow! So I just add a little, ow!
At the end of your notes.
Yeah, so for example, if I was doing the national anthem, I'd do something like, oh, say, can you see, ow!
Yeah, I like that. That's nice.
By the dawn's early loud.
So you don't even finish words.
You change the words
the last syllable to be
Well, you find it. You find where it fits, and if it's coming
Sometimes
in early.
it can go in the middle of I've seen you put them in the middle of lyrics in the national anthem.
That's right. It can come in the middle, but you gotta hit your T's and your D's at the end.
Right.
So if it does come in the middle of the light, for example, I didn't get to finish, it would go, at the dawn's early light. You gotta hit the T.
You know
at
the
the
word's
end.
over. Yeah.
That's right. Hit the diction.
What's so proudly we
Hail! Because when you're singing, especially for stage,
You got to enunciate
Oh,
that.
for
out.
stage.
You have
Oh, trust
to
us, for stage,
enunciate.
you got to do big makeup, rosy cheeks, white out the face, big stage makeup.
that's right, exactly. Because
okay,
people
now
have
you're
to be able
speaking
to
our
see from
language.
far away, and they have to be able to hear from
Yes,
far away as well.
right. Just for men up the hair. Not that I need it, but if you did,
If you did, which you don't.
which I don't, thank you.
No, you don't at all.
Thank you very much.
Carol, I gotta say, just listening to that version, if I just had my eyes closed, it would kind of sound like a woman who lived above me was trying to remember the lyrics of the national anthem while stepping on her cats, or like stepping on a tack every few seconds, which I like. I like that kind of flourish. I don't know if that's what you're going for.
Yeah, that feels right. That feels like, yeah.
And your voice, has it always been this way, or do you smoke too many cigarettes?
Well,
Because conversationally, it's not a singer's voice necessarily.
Not conversationally, no, but as I mentioned at the top, I've been working night and day, 26 hours a day, on this musical.
Oh, God. You need
she
some
spit
water?
up a tooth. Ow! Spit the tooth in my eye.
Hey, how's your eye?
Hurts.
Sorry about that.
Was that your tooth?
It was one of them, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I usually keep a couple spares in there, but
My kind of lady. This is great news for me.
that's right. Yeah, but usually I think my voice would be described as something of a smooth talker. Something. You guys ever heard like Jessica Rabbit? You heard how she talks? That's how I usually sound.
Pretty sultry.
I've heard her.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sultry and smooth. And you boys know, you see me around the school when I haven't been working night and day.
Yeah, talking like Jessica Rabbit, dressing like her.
Yeah, I taste just like a little latte go down real smooth. That's how my voice usually tastes, I think.
Yeah.
Your voice
Now, that's
just
interesting
tastes like
to-
a little latte.
Take a sip of
goes-
that voice.
You
Take
are
a sip.
you're one of the only people I've ever heard compare your voice to a taste.
Yeah, well, you haven't really been experiencing the professional music world as much as I have, Howard.
No, that is
Yeah.
true. I don't have any experience.
When
with
you're
the
as professional as you, all the sort of mediums and creativity sort of blend together, right? Because you'll say, take a sniff of this note as well.
Exactly. You know, I enter the world of being a perfumist or a chef or, you know, or a painter. You know, when you're in the world of music, it kind of embraces all of the arts.
I thought that was an interesting thing we did when we started working on the play with you and the musical. Is we haven't even gotten to the singing yet. Day one, you went through a full cooking course. Day two was a sniffing class. So you're kind of giving us an experience of all the senses before you ever even do voice.
Well, that's
and sound.
music.
It's
You have to invoke every single sense.
Now, you made the dial tone noise earlier pretty good. You consulted on that noise, right?
Thank you. Yes,
back
I did.
at
Yes,
what was
thank
that?
you
It's
so
early on. You're old.
Pacific Bell Company.
Yeah,
That was
Pacific Bell.
Pacific Bell.
Is it
That's
true
right.
that you also consulted on random noises in the first dial-up modem?
That's right. Yeah, that was actually all me.
That was all you.
Well,
That's
you know,
impressive.
I collaborated with some people, but let's see if you recognize this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow. Wow.
Perfect.
You guys.
From
sound
the
familiar?
computer's mouth to our ears, right?
Yeah.
That's right. It sounds a little bit different when you go through a computer, like the, you know,
It kind of
changes
sounds like you
from-
also consulted in the moving of a metal file cabinet on a concrete floor.
Yeah, very heavy cabinet.
You noticed that, yeah.
Yeah, you
that was
consulted
me.
on that sound.
That was me. That's right. I don't know if you ever heard of sound effects.
Foley, yeah, Foley.
Yeah, Foley. Exactly. Wasn't sure if you boys would know what that meant.
Oh, yeah, we lived in Hollywood for a while.
Right. Sure. You used to teach at Hollywood High. Ain't that right, Todd?
That's right. Yeah, that's right. I always try to find the high school that's nearest to the dirtiest Jack in the Box, and I'll see if they're hiring.
But you don't work at Jack in the Box.
Never have, never will.
Okay. Okay,
What
that's
time is it? I have a shift for something coming up. Ah, my pants. Sorry. But yeah, I used to teach at Hollywood High. But you did Foley. You did some Foley in Hollywood, and you were a teacher at Hollywood High, right? At the same
That's
time?
right. I mean, that's kind of where I got discovered for my Foley skills was doing the sound effects for the high school plays.
Wow.
You live sound effect.
I did live sound
Did-
effects because the students, they didn't really know what they were doing in terms of sounds, yeah. So I did all the sounds like for Dracula, I did the bats.
And they couldn't do that.
No.
That-
No, I auditioned them. I auditioned all of them. Yeah.
I'm trying to think of other noises from plays that I might know that you would have done.
Right.
I guess the drinking of the poison in Romeo and Juliet.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was me.
Wow.
Okay, so you dipped into his moan as well.
That's right. Well, actually, our lead actor, he lost his voice completely during our final 3 shows, so I dubbed.
You dubbed over the
I
whole.
dubbed from behind stage. He mouthed the whole thing, and I did his lines.
For the whole play of
Wow.
Romeo and Juliet.
That's right. Check this out. Oh, were that all? I think not on my father. And these great tears grace his remembrance more than those I shed for him. What was he like? I have forgot him. My imagination carries no favor in it but Juliet's. I'm undone.
You're crying right
There is no living, none,
Todd's mouthing.
if Juliet be away.
Todd doesn't know it.
It were all one that I should love, one bright particular star,
Todd is nodding in agreement, but has no idea what's happening.
and think to wed it. She is so above me. 'Twas pretty, though a plague, to see it in its bright collateral light. That's pretty much all.
That was
I remember.
incredible. Wow. And you dubbed that whole thing over. That is amazing.
Todd, you did not know
Lateral
it.
light, right?
Yeah, I dubbed the whole thing.
You dubbed the whole thing.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know the play well.
Yeah.
go.
And I didn't even read the lines. I just had the whole thing memorized.
You just said, I remember
Yeah, I had
hearing
the
it so
whole
often.
thing
That was really,
memorized, yeah.
and of course that we both know which scene that is. That is good sneeze, by the way.
Thank
That
you
was a
so
really
much.
good
That's
sneeze.
just another one of my skills.
Sneezing.
There we go again.
That was in stereo for me.
Yeah, well, I can throw my voice.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, it's just one of my many skills.
Well, it's important that nobody's more skilled than anyone else that's directing the big musical. You know, and I think we're equally skilled, which is nice. I
Oh
knew
yeah,
that
Todd.
monologue.
Could you recite a passage from any Shakespeare play from memory?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Name a Shakespeare play.
The Tempest,
Another one.
Taming of the Shrew.
No.
Midsummer Night's Dream,
Try to think again.
Macbeth.
Keep going.
Othello,
No, don't know it.
Romeo and Juliet.
Modern Romeo and Juliet.
Okay, there we go. I'll take Modern Romeo and Juliet. Thank you.
So you know a passage
That's how
from
Todd
Modern.
does his improv show, by the way, too. It's a lot of suggestions until he wants to do something.
No.
But no one wants to hear me do that. I'm
No,
just saying,
you're
like,
right.
that was
Yeah,
really
no, we don't want
impressive.
to hear that.
No, I mean, no one wants to hear me do Modern Romeo and Juliet. So,
Well, this is so fascinating. So you guys are doing the Jewish play together. Are you guys sharing equal credit? Like, are you guys co-writing, co-directing, co-starring?
We've talked about it.
there have been some
Yeah.
pretty heated discussions about it, I would say. It got heated fast on one end.
What's this contract that I'm seeing on the table in front of you, Todd?
Oh, it's a standard co-directing contract.
It says prenuptial agreement on it.
And that's crossed out.
It's just
Got written in ugly pen as play thing.
Play thing.
Play thing.
An ugly pen. Ugly pen.
well, you know, I figured since the prenup fucked me so hard, it must be a good contract for somebody, so I could kind of rework it for our deal. And I was thinking, I mean, I don't know if you want to discuss this on mic or off, because we got into such a fight over it before.
Right. I mean, I feel like I can be cool about it now.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, we already had the heat.
Great, yeah, because it's just, there's some issues with the DGA about co-directors, so I think it just makes the most sense if I'm the director.
Right. Even though I have put in a lot of input directorially, like, you know, I feel like I should get some sort of credit, but I'm happy taking like associate producer or something like that.
Well,
Because
talk
you're putting
about
in
it.
26-hour days. Todd,
Yeah.
are you there for all those 26 hours? Or?
Well, I'd say I'm inspiration. I send a lot of emails checking in and following up, I would say, right?
Right. I mean, we talked about it. You know, I'm getting the credit for, you know, the book, right? I mean, am I? Is that
We'll
going
definitely
says here,
talk about that. Yeah, go ahead.
It
What are
says
you
here
saying,
that if it bombs, she did it. And
That's right. And that is straight from my prenup. And vows, actually. And my wedding monologue. But yeah, if it bombs, obviously you'll take the credit.
Right.
I just don't want to contribute to some of the erasure of male directors that's happening right now.
I feel like, yeah, that's happening a lot in Hollywood.
Right.
They're trying to take you all down.
But I
don't want to be a part of that system either.
Thank you.
no way.
Miss Grotski, I appreciate that, but I want to make sure you feel heard, and I do know that the students have been kind of listening to you more and taking your notes more, so I'm sure that is enough credit.
It
for
is.
you.
And you know what? I feel like I don't really know what I'm doing anyway. I mean, I kind of need Todd there. He's kind of mentoring me, you know. So, you know, I don't really mind. I don't get credit, you know.
I wouldn't say that. It's kind of like a Fosse Verdon thing, where I'm sure in 40 years they'll make a show about you. You know?
I think so.
And that'll be nice, and maybe they'll touch on my womanizing a little bit, but I'll also look like a genius.
But I don't even see it as like womanizing, you know. I see it like we're kind of like we have like a little thing going, you
Hey, we
know.
do.
And it's like it's fiery, it's passionate, and like
I'm sorry. Are you
I don't
two
want-
dating?
We're just two artists in
yeah.
the midst of, what would you call it?
We're working together,
Yeah.
you know, and things happen, you know, when two people work so closely, and you know, I don't want it to get too sticky, so I'm not going to try to.
good luck with Todd. He's a sticky person. Somehow he always feels like he wiped honey off of him.
Fresh out of the shower, Todd is sticky.
Believe me, I know what that's like.
Oh my God, I'm disgusted.
Sorry.
I don't know. I think this could be really nice.
This
If you
could
guys
be good
keep
for
it
Todd.
professional, though, Todd, don't, take yourself out. Be respectful.
Well, I think we have been pretty respectful. We'll break up if you ever don't like my notes or anything like that, but we'll end up
Right.
working it out afterwards.
Yeah, and if you do break up with me because I don't like your notes, I'm going to keep vying for you no matter how much you disrespect me and treat me poorly and make me feel like I'm a fucking piece of garbage.
Which you're not. You're not. And I'm here to show you that.
That's a sign of a good artist. You never quit. You never quit.
You know, and it's about the art. And whenever I say that I love Todd, what I'm really saying is like I'm passionate about our Roxicle.
That's right. There's a lot of passion to the Roxicle, and I think it's showing in the songs. I don't know if you guys, would it be crazy to do a song right now?
Is that crazy?
I'm almost regretting suggesting it.
I would
but,
love to hear one.
Yeah, I mean, what
I don't want to put you on the spot, Carol, since it's mostly you, and then
Well,
I chime in.
I heard the guitar parts, so I can pretend to be the guitar.
Oh, you could do some support.
And I
Are
heard-
you gonna do Jarecki? That the title
no,
track?
no,
Jarecki?
I'm not going to do
Which
direct.
track should we do?
Okay.
I mean, I think the closing number is pretty good.
Plenty of oil?
Plenty of oil, yeah. It's kind of saying that the, no pun intended, that the story of Hanukkah was actually gaslighting, and they had enough oil the whole time.
I love that piece. I love that number.
right.
Shall we do it?
Yeah, plenty of oil.
I feel like I heard the drum beat before, so I could probably give you a little
great.
something.
It'll be very simple.
And I can do wild triangle throughout.
Okay.
Okay.
Da-dun, 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 dun, dun, da-dun, 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 dun, dun.
We only thought we had 8 nights.
Da-dun, 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 dun, dun.
But oil lasted longer. We were not right.
Da-dun, da-dun, dun, dun.
We ate some crackers, called it matzah. We spun our dreidels, so much matzah. It was a lie the whole time. There were only 8 nights. We lied the whole time. We had more oil than we thought. So yeah,
That was
so
awesome.
kind of educating people on how the story of Hanukkah is a lie.
It seems hurtful. It seems hurtful to the heritage.
Well, I like that they're owning it, saying, we lied. That to me, it's ownership, like we always talk about. Take responsibility, be proud of what you did, and just own it and move forward.
Yeah, that's right. And that's kind of what we're saying. And I think, like, I'm Jewish. Mrs. Grotski, you are...
Polish?
I think my 23andMe had like a 1% or something like that.
Great. And, 1% of 23andMe, as the Torah says, is enough to make you Jewish. So... I think that we can speak for our people in that way.
That's right.
That's gorgeous.
And kind of sell them out almost.
Well, I feel like if
Exactly.
you do have Howard in it, you're gonna you've reached a tipping point. Because
true.
the song is pretty offensive. I feel like if you do cast him, which I know you still haven't found the part.
We're still
and
looking
you're still
for oil
looking.
moil.
It's work in progress for sure.
It's a work in progress.
I don't feel like
And
I
Oil
love
Moil
you,
sings
Howard.
that song. Oil Moil sings that
Oil Moil sings the song. It's kind of like the Candyman can in Willy Wonka.
Right.
But it's Oil Moil kind of introducing himself.
Well, I mean,
Right.
keep looking, but you always do have Howard.
We do have Howard to be the circumcision guy that they buy oil from.
I mean, he's in our top 3 picks.
He is in our top 3.
That's
it's either
crazy.
Howard, Carol, or myself. And so we're trying to figure out the role.
Wow. I can't
geez.
wait for the play. I can't
Yeah.
wait for the winter formal, the good one.
Yeah. And honestly, Carol, it was such a pleasure to have you in the lounge
this was
today.
so
Oh, well,
fun.
thank you so much. I hope next time I'm on, my voice sounds a little bit smoother.
Hey, it
Yeah.
was beautiful, even like this.
Hey, Carol, are you going to winter formal with anyone?
Well, nobody's asked me.
I mean, it's stupid, but it's going to be pretty dumb.
Todd, what is this poster board?
Shh, let him do it. Let him do it.
It's going to be dumb, but maybe as friends, like just as friends or whatever, it's like we could even wear stupid clothes to show that we don't even care about it.
Yeah. Oh, my God. Are you... Oh, my God. Look at that. You made that?
Yeah, this is a drawing of you and me taking a photo together. Under the
And you
hot
made
sun.
that. You drew that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Why?
Just looks like a cartoon or like a kindergartner's crayon drawing that wouldn't even get put on.
Oh,
the
really?
fridge.
Would a kindergartner take 9 hours to do this?
Of course not. Of course not.
So obviously,
What do you say?
Sorry.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
New couple.
I'll go with you. We're
This
just
is
just as
awesome.
friends. No, just as friends.
Yeah,
But
Yeah.
Oh no!
totally.
Oh no! That Todd fell down. Todd is holding his chest. Oh no! You're okay with them being friends with
Yeah,
them being-
totally. Oh, my pants.
Oh, he's got a fire! Put his pants out! Liar, pants on fire!
Oh, man. Well, we got to deal with Todd's flaming pants right now, but we really appreciate you being in the lounge, Carol, and we hope you guys have fun at the winter formal. It's going to be interesting to see how that goes, but we really appreciate you being on the show today.
Thank you so much for having me, and come on out to the Roxicle.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And maybe, I don't know, do you want me to pick you up or did you want to meet there?
Maybe let's just meet.
Oh, stiff body, straight fall back on his back. Ouch!
Landed right on a crack.
Oh,
Hello? Yo, this is
not his
Todd-
stepmom. Not his stepmom.
This is Todd Padre.
Yeah, stepmother's in burger back.
Oh, no, it's not Todd Padre. I can't afford that. I mean,
You just said that you were talking about this next to
Okay, we've got to go.
We gotta go.
Where's the fire extinguisher?
Let's get the fire extinguisher. All right, everybody. Until next time, everybody. Stay flippy.
Class is out and the coffee's on. I got a couple things on my chest I got to get off. Cut me some slack and pour me a cup of that joy. Welcome to the teacher's lounge. Let's wrap it up and hit the road.
Hey, this is Kevin. I'm the producer for the Teacher's Lounge. The guys would like to thank Casey Trela for making the amazing theme song for the show. You can check out more of his music at tuftmusic.com. That's Tuft. They also have a bunch of awesome merch available at podswag.com. And if you like the show, make sure to rate and review it on Apple Podcasts, or you can tweet at the guys at Big Grande Tweets. Thanks for listening.